Hello and welcome to my another videos. So in this video I will guide you how to analyze on the multiple time frame. And here is a Bitcoin USDT chart, and here is also the 4 hours time frame. The first thing you need to analyze in the 4 hours time frame about the structure of the market. So I will double click on the chart to analyze about the structure in the 4 hours time frame first. And the first one from the left side to the right side at this time, the structure in the 4 hours time frame might be high and high low, and structure at this time will be like this. When you already practiced about breakout and pullback, have the enough time, you can analyze about structure of the market very quickly like this. Therefore, this time the most recent low of the market create the highest high, either this low. Therefore, we have here is the key level in the 4 hours time frame. And here also price already come into this key level. Therefore, this time the next step we need to analyze momentum of the market in the 4 hours time frame. And at this time, when we analyze about the momentum in the 4 hours time frame, the first thing we should analyze either on the up movement. And here is the first up movement in the pullback way. Therefore, we will analyze from this candles to the last up candle in the up movement. Therefore, this candle as well. And on the pullback way of the 4 hour time frame come into the strongest key levels. It means that this way we should analyze from the first down candles to the last down candle on the chart. Therefore, this time you can see that momentum at this time on the up movement is the increase, and momentum in the down movement also the equal. Therefore, this time you can entry follow the trends. I mean that you can buy in the 4 hours time frame key levels. And the next step we need to analyze at this time is come into the 1 hours to analyze about structure of the pullback way. At this time is this way from the highest high of the market come into the 4 hour key levels. To analyze where is the best place we can entry at this time, and I will double click on the chart to be easy to analyze in the 1 hours time frame. And here is our 1 hours time frame. You can see that at this time in the 1 hours time frame we can have a structure at this time is a lower low and the lower high like this. And for this structure, here is our 1 hour key levels time frame. And the next step we need to analyze at this time is to analyze about the momentum in the 1 hours time frame. And we should analyze two zones. The first one is to analyze momentum in the pullback way, the recent pullback way, to see the buying pressure in this pullback way. And the second thing, you need to analyze this way to see the selling pressure in the market. Therefore, here is the first up candles, and here is the last up candles. I will marking the color at this time is green to be easy. And here's the first down candles. And here is the last down candle at this time might be come into over here. Therefore, at this time you can see that on the pullback way on the 1 hours time frame, the momentum of the market at this time reduced a lot. It means that at this time we cannot entry right into this zone. And you can see that selling pressure at this time, here is the first down candles, and here is the last down candles in the 1 hours time frame. And so at this time, our total story in the 4 hours time frame, the momentum shows you that buying pressure at this time is increased, selling pressure at this time is equal. You can quick see again about in the 4 hours time frame. And here is the buying pressure increased and selling pressure is equal. It means that in the key level of the 4 hours time frame, we can continue buy at this key level. But in the 1 hours time frame, momentum at this time, buying pressure is decreased very strongly. You can see that selling pressure at this time is increased, and at this time you can first cut like the market might be sideways within the 4 hour key levels and the 1 hour key levels. And in my supply and demand strategies, 4 hours time frame key level at this time also strongest buying zone, and the 1 hour key level at this time also strongest selling zone at this time. Therefore, markets might be sideways within buying zone and strongest selling zone at this time. So what you need to do at this time is wait price breakout 1 hour key levels to confluence trends, because at this time in the 1 hour time frame still down movement until price can break out the 1 hour key level. 1 hour is strongest selling zone. It means that price can come into the up movement confluent with the 4 hour trends. You can refer to my first course complex about supply and demand cost to know more about these strategies. But in this course, you can follow my recap like this. Also enough to you to trade with confluence strategies. In the first course also have the unconfluence strategies, but confluence strategy is enough for you. And so let's move on some candle to see what happened in the market and how I entry with this case. And at this time, price already come into the 1 hour key levels. You can analyze the momentum from the first up candle to the last up candle to see whether buying pressure also more stronger, and you can follow 4 hour trends at this time. And you can see that here is the first up candles. I will move on like this, and here is the last up candle at this time. And at this time you can see that the doji candle at this time cannot accept like the last up candle, because the doji candle is an indecision candles. You also can judge that is a selling pressure, that also the buying pressure. Therefore you can refer into the candle have a big body like these candles. Let's see about the momentum of the market. You can see that at this time the momentum in the 1 hour time frame might be equal. And let's compare from this time to this time, buying pressure also more stronger a little bit. But that is not enough for us to entry. As I said before, I want to see in the 1 hour time frame, the momentum in the buying pressure must be increased, not equal. And in case if you entry with the equal volume, equal momentum in the 1 hour time frame, let's see what happened in the markets. For example, I entry right in this zone and stop loss is the bottom of the market, and take profits might be in the recent high of the market, and reward break ratio at this time is 3.45 times, also really nice reward break ratio. But let's see in the market, because this trade is not in our standards. I just put it to you to see how the market work in case the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour the momentum is equal. And why I entry at this time, because also have a small structure like this, and also quite nice play to entry and stop loss right in the bottom of the market. So let's move on some of the candle to see what happened in the market after this trade. And you can see that after several candles, even my stop loss is a very safety place below of the recent low of the market. Normally I just stop loss right below of the key levels, high high and high low. But at this time, even with stop loss in a very safety place, but the market still hit to our stop loss. It means that at our standards, when the 1 hour time frame is equal about the momentum, we should not entry at this time, because this is a very risky case and we cannot entry like this. So let's move on some of the candle in the market. And at this time, price already come into the 1 hour key levels and glow out of the 1 hour key level one candles. I want to see one small candles whether price can real break out the 1 hour key level or not. But price at this time pullback, and it means that here is a failed breakout, and therefore at this time we need to analyze about the momentum of the market after several waves like this, where the price already increased in the buying pressure towards to quick entry. And at this time in the 1 hour time frame we have a two-way and here like this. Therefore we analyze about the momentum in this two-way to see whether buying pressure also increase. And here is the first down candles, And here is the first down candles, and here is the last down candle of the market. You can see that last down candle is a candle before price creates the up movement very strong like this. And you can see that at this time, selling pressure also reduced, and therefore we need to analyze about the buying pressure at this time. And here is the first up candles like this candles, and here is the last up candles. Exactly, the candle creates a failed breakout in the 1 hour key levels, and it can show you that selling pressure also decreased and 1 hour's buying pressure also increased, and at this time you can find the place to entry right into the key level of the 1 hour's time frame. And to analyze about the 1 hour key level of the buying pressure at this time, we analyze from the 4 hour key levels when price tap into 4 hour key level. Therefore, we analyze the structure like this: high and the higher low. Here is the 1 hour key level for the buying pressure, and here is a 1 hour key level for the selling pressure. I will mark in color this time to be easy to you to understand about whole story in the market. So total story in the Bitcoin USDT at this time is 4 hours still in the increased momentum of the buying pressure and selling pressure still equal. But in the 1 hour time frame, everything already changed. Buying pressure at this time is increased, and in the selling pressure also decreased. Therefore, we can entry right into the 1 hour buying pressure key levels. And one more thing, you may ask me that when price come out of the 4 hour key levels, price already break out or not, because here is a 4 hour key level. Therefore, if you want to know whether price already break out 4 hour key level, you should come into the 4 hours key level to judge us by 2 candles below of the 4 hour key levels. And you can see that at this time, price just glow with the 1 candle out of the 4 hour key levels and pull back immediately. Therefore, this low is not real breakout and just a failed breakout. Therefore, the market still in the up movement of the 4 hours time frame. So let's come into the 1 hour to entry in the buying zone of the 1 hours. Follow confluence strategies. And at this time, you can wait price pullback into the 1 hour key levels to appear some of the candle patterns and combine with the single candle volume to entry. But at this time, you also can accept risk keys to entry to set and limit orders to entry right into the 1 hour time frame and stop loss right below of the 1 hour key levels and take profits at this time, because in the 4 hours time frame, the buying pressure is an increased momentum. Therefore, at this time, you can take profits higher than the recent high in the 4 hours time frame a little bit. And my reward break ratio normally is 3 times. But this time, my reward break ratio, if I set higher than the recent high of the markets, might be 5.75 times. Really nice reward break ratios, because after this trade, I can have the near 6% of my account. With profit funds, if you already earn money, it's higher than 5%, you can withdraw all the profits. So let's move on some candle to see what happened in the market. And you can see that price pull back immediately with very strong pin bar candles tap into my key levels in the 1 hour time frame, and my order already open. And you can see that pin bar candle also very strong pin bar if you judge in a single candle. Therefore, you can forecast the buying pressure in the 1 hour key level this time is very strong, and you can very confident with this trade. The market already pull back one more time, and at this time you can see that the market already go up again right after several candles. And you can see that at this time price already creates a recent low, new recent low of the market. Therefore, I can trailing stop right below this low to be safeties. And when price creates this low, very obviously the real pullback. Therefore, you also can trailing stop right below this low to make sure that you still keep the profits after the long trade like this. And the markets after several candles already hit my take profits. That is the way how I analyze multiple time frame in the 4 hours time frame and 1 hour time frame combined with key level strategies and the momentum of the market. So that's all about the video today. Thank you and see you in the next lessons.